Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome to Town of 21 Dessert. This is the final round, and it is between the Owl team and the Badger team. So all the points got tallied up throughout the group stages, and then also with Zolp winning the investigation contest, actually getting a perfect score on the investigation contest, which is kind of wild. That got them enough to get into the finals here. And how this is going to work, essentially, is everyone has 2 lives, except for Zolp, who has 4, and Melvin and Tatanko have 1, basically trying to balance the lives versus, how strong the players are. So each team has 11 lives, and when a crew member runs out of lives, they can't play anymore. First team to 11 wins, basically a best of 21, which is what we show in the bottom right. And we're only going to play a couple games today, and the rest of the games will be next Sunday on the 24th, but they'll be part of that same Best of 21 series. And we're going to start things off today with Zolp versus Jordy, but the first 2 games on Sunday will be Zolp versus Jason, so I'm assuming if Zolp loses 2 lives, he'll need to be swapped out here. And I think with Fleur... Fleur is the team captain of the Badgers, and I am the team captain of the Owls. That's right. My team has made it to the finals. Very happy about that. So between each game, after the first 2, we're going to play these first 2 against Zolp and Jordy no matter what. But after that, the captain can of the losing team can select the next player. And the winning player always has to stay in and participate to the next game. The losing team captain gets to ban a unit. And that ban counts for both teams, and then bans continue to go. So if one team keeps losing, then they get to ban more and more until they finally win, and then the bans are reset. So without any further ado, I think the players are ready here, so let's just hop right into it and do it here. So let me tell the players we're ready. Good luck, have fun, go. And yeah, let's get started here. So Zolp versus Jordy. Coming up here in the first round. No weird restrictions. This is just straight up tooth and tail outside of those unit bans that can happen in between matches. A little bit of lag coming into it, but hopefully that clears up. Yeah, it looks like it did. So in the left-hand side, representing the Badgers, is Zolp, and over on the right, representing the Owls, is Jordy, and both players did pick up their Tier 3, which is kind of cool, but not necessarily required. So looking at this map, lots of gristmills here. This is actually a pretty good spawn for Zolp, I think. I mean, a couple of these cabins out here will maybe stop Jordy from attacking soon, or bruise some units that do try to get aggressive. Zolp's got a nice little natural expansion as well. And over on Jordy's side, though, things look good as well. I think if the game goes long, so if the game goes over 2 base into 3-4 bases or so, this is going to be really good for Jordy. But Zolp right now, I think, has the advantage as long as it's a 1-2 base game, which I'd imagine it will be. Most of the time, we see 1-2 base matches, so just depends on how hard both players want to macro up. And the decks look pretty even, to be honest. I think either of these will scale pretty well into the late game if we get there. Jordy does have the moles, which are going to be a little bit better in the early game, but Zolp does have the Badger Pigeon, which generally is better than Owl when we really get into those hyper late game unit compositions. But that's not always necessarily the case. I mean, if Jordy makes a bunch of Falcons or has some good cams, can definitely target that Badger down before it gets too crazy. And, hey, what's up? QQ's here. Okay, good. You might have to play today, QQ. We'll see. So, not too much yet to discuss. Jordy going for 3 Tier 1 Warrens. Meanwhile, Zolp is at 2 with a fast expansion. But Jordy did scout that expansion. So the question is, will Jordy expand on their own or go for aggression? Right now, it looks like aggression will be the choice. I actually need to turn this down a little bit here. Kind of loud in my headphones. There we go. And let me check the balance over there. Okay, yeah, that looks good for the stream. Cool. Everything's good. And Zolp's going to go ahead and clear out these cabins, so taking that campfire as well. They do have turrets, so that could come in handy. But Jordy's made a lot of squirrels, and Jordy is moving up. Oh, but Jordy's commander goes down. I don't think it's really going to matter, though. That's just so many squirrels. Zolp can utilize that a little bit to try to get away. But overall, nice first engagement for Jordy. However, Zolp does have 3 farms kicking on that second base, so Zolp can probably afford to take a punch. These turrets are a really smart move here from Zolp. Try to get Jordy to kind of stay back a little bit. Jordy does have moles, though, so the question is, does Jordy just want to hammer in with the moles or try to expand? Now, this is risky. If this doesn't work for Jordy, then Zolp's in a really good spot. Jordy's thinking about it. He just needs to target down these turrets, but the commander goes down again! And does Jordy just have enough anyways? It looks like he's starting to push through. Jordy's commander has made it back here to the front. And this might be a quick win for the Owls here. Jordy getting a lot of damage in. Zolp desperately trying to build some skunks. Yeah, I think the skunks were just a little too greedy from Zolp. Like, the 2 MGs were good. I think if Zolp just kept building squirrels, he probably would have held there. But this might be a quick victory for Team Owl here. So that means, if that is the case, then Floor needs to decide on a unit to ban. And I am on a little bit of a delay. So I'll have to message Floor in the chat. So just because they're live games, I always try to play live games on at least a little bit of a delay. But Jordy's definitely got this. So that's going to be game number 1. Yeah, trying to, I don't know, maybe the delay wasn't a good idea. Because we do have a lot of coordination to do here, so. Alright, so we're going to figure out what the bans are going to be. Zolp loses a life, but that was a close game. I think Zolp definitely could have won. So, Floor gets to decide on what the ban is going to be here. No, wait, don't go yet. Okay, so, yeah, maybe the stream delay was not the best idea, because we're just trying to organize with so many people. Okay, so we're figuring it out right now. So either Zolp or Floor needs to ban a unit now. So we're all kind of coordinating on Discord here, waiting for that to happen. So stay tuned, everybody. So by the way, while we're waiting on the bans to come in, the Badger team is Tatanka, this guy, Floor, Roman, and Zolp. And the Owl team is Melvin, QQ, Big Pimpintosh, me, Delphius, Jason Blade, and Jordy. So we are coordinating the ban right now. And just trying to see what the players want to do here. Alright, so we'll go to base beta. What's up, QQ? Are you down to play today, QQ? Banning squirrels. Okay, so Jordy, squirrels are banned. Okay, so no squirrels this game. Alright, and the players are adjusting. So I don't think Zolp can play anymore if he loses one more today, because we want to make sure he's got 2 lives to play on next Sunday when we will finish this up. It's always a bit difficult doing this kind of stuff live because you just have to coordinate with a lot of people. But so far, so good. Live is always a hype, rather. Okay. Alright, we are getting into the next match here. Floor was a little behind, but he's going to be here soon. So no squirrels this game was a choice from Zolp. You get one, the loser gets to ban a unit. So over on the bottom, Zolp. And up top, Jordy. Zolp with the boar this time, and Jordy with the wolf. A lot more of a barren map here than beforehand. Both players kind of have an okay natural. This one's a little awkward for Zolp. Really doesn't want to let Jordy get this high ground here, but as long as Zolp kind of maintains this position, should be alright. And same thing for Jordy. Probably wants to take this back expansion. I definitely like this a little better for Jordy, though, because a pocket base or a back expansion is definitely better as needed. And this middle expansion, I feel like, is a bait. Like, if anybody can get this up, then they'll probably win the game. Jordy also took ferrets. I don't recall if Jordy had ferrets last round, but definitely saw the MGs. So wants those ferrets. Zolp going for a fast lizard warren here. And Jordy actually hasn't seen it. This is pretty bad for Jordy. Let's see how good Zolp's control is. Jordy's going to know now. Okay, Jordy did build a warren anyways before 8 farms. So that's going to be just fine. We'll see. We'll see. Zolp has the opportunity here to try to make something happen. Jordy building some mole warrens. Gonna wait for a couple lizards here before moving out. Yeah, I think like 3 or 4 is fine. I don't know if it's a little too late. Let's see. Yeah, this defense looks good. Zolp probably shouldn't try to... Yeah, smart decision here from Zolp to just back out. Jordy actually building a lot of moles here too. So Jordy scouts the mines. That's very important. So knows not to go right in. Neither player grabbing that 8th farm just yet. Oh, but while the commander's dead, Zolp's going to try to come in here and get a pig. Doesn't overcommit, though. Really good play so far from Zolp. Yeah, Zolp will only use 2 lives a day, yep. I actually do see the chat without a delay. I know it's a little weird. I do generally do a delay when we play live games, just to make sure everything's fair. So, really fast tier 3 from Zolp. Jordy's gotta scout this. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. Now, getting into the Falcons is going to be good anyways. If you get up to about 4 or 6 Falcons, you can deal with that boar. But this scout from Jordy is going to be very important. Needs to get in here, needs to see that tier 3 warren. And he does! Very nicely done by Jordy. Now Jordy knows that the boar is on the way. So let's see how Jordy wants to respond. Gonna go for some more tier 1. I think the best move here is just to build a lot of Falcons. But Jordy is gonna do something which is kind of dangerous, and it's a little counterintuitive, but people want to try to break this tier 1, or I'm sorry, this 1 base tier 3 rush, and it just doesn't work out most of the time because the defender's advantage is so strong. And Jordy has to move out like right now. This looks like it could be a win for Zolp here. Zolp is really well defended. He's got plenty of mines, plenty of turrets, and Jordy has to go right now. And I don't think this is going to work. I could be wrong. Good patience here to try to find the mines, but 2 of them go off anyways. Those MGs are absolutely demolishing the forces of Jordy. Jordy gonna keep pushing through anyways. Those moles doing a good job against the MGs. Couple lizards and falcons are left. So gonna get some pig kills here. Let's see, Zolp does have 3 warrens, but yeah, as you can see, that wasn't quite enough to bust through. And now this boar is gonna be here any second. Jordy might deal a little bit of extra damage, but now the boar is here. The boar can't hit the falcons, but the lizards can. So really good defense from Zolp. Did end up losing a farm, but now he's got the boar out. And Zolp should counterattack soon, because this composition from Jordy is just not what he needs. Zolp just needs to be careful with these lizards here to not let them die and have them target down the falcons. The boar will deal with the rest of the army. So the boar trying to move in here. This is actually a good amount of micro that needs to be done. Zolp needs to keep these lizards alive. The lizards actually fall, and Jordy might just overwhelm this boar. Oh, the tier 1 is going to get roasted up, but nothing is here to shoot down those falcons. Some lizards are spawning, though. And these lizards really need to kill those falcons. He needs to get a certain mass of them to be able to do it. But look at these 2 falcons just bullying the boar. Zolp really needs to target those down with the lizards. Okay, 1 goes down. That's huge. Needs to kill the other one. I don't know why I'm rooting for Zolp. I'm on the owl team. But I want to see a good match here. I don't want Zolp to just go 0-2. I want him to take a win, make things evened up. Oh, this could be good for Zolp. Zolp moving in again. Just Zolp really needs to control his own lizards very carefully. Yeah, this is a much better engagement for Zolp. The boar is gonna go down. Oh my God, it lives. Wait, the falcon's gonna kill it. Oh my God, it doesn't kill it. It doesn't kill it. Okay, now it goes down. Good grief. What a game. Alright, Zolp's got to sell that boar now. Going into his own falcons. But we're well past that 5-minute mark, so the second base is now very important. Does Jordy have enough to push in right now? That is a lot of lizards. Sees that Zolp's trying to get into double falcons. A little bit too greedy, I think, with this economy. Probably 1 falcon more in might have been better. But Jordy is going to push through this. That 1 falcon in the air, just doing so much work. The name of the game was Falcons this series. And this is probably it. I think Jordy's got it from here. Going to focus down these Falcon Warrens. Looks like Zolp's about to tap, and there it is. Okay, so Owl's up 2 points.